retiring, there's a whole new generation of people entering the workforce. The founder of the Transformation Network, Ted McGrath, is here this morning to talk about how he's igniting passion in this next generation of leaders. He's also joined by Sean Romani, a member of the Youth Leadership Program, and is also passionate about what's going on. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Explain what this is all about, first off. What's on the agenda here?
Well, the Transformation Network is all about helping people step into their passion and really live their purpose. So we're working with several demographics. We're working with the youth and the colleges. We're working with entrepreneurs, and we're also working with CEOs. So we want to pass on the wisdom from the generation of leaders who are CEOs, 50s, 60 years old, all the way down to the youth, 18, 19, 20, 25. I'm right in the middle at 31, so I want to bridge the gap.
Mm-hmm. These young men and women are growing up in a time that we haven't seen, if ever. And, of course, they haven't seen it in their lifetimes for sure. How do you instill that passion in such a horrible, gloomy economic time?
I think one of the things that first you need to do is have them start questioning their beliefs. A lot of the beliefs that have been passed down to the youth are from their family and generations before them. Mm-hmm. So if we can start asking questions and bringing in awareness of what are my beliefs about money, what are my beliefs about work, what's my belief about power, they can start to make shifts and changes through that awareness.
Sean, tell us your story. You walked into one of these events that he's talking about here, and it changed
Yeah, it's
things?
something I started a little bit, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago on my own personal transformation. And finally, I was told about Ted's sessions here in San Diego. Mm-hmm. So I was quite excited to have somebody who's actually been doing this for a little bit longer than me to learn from. So I went into his sessions, and I was very impressed by what he had to say. And he told me he wanted to expand, and he also wanted to hit the youth market. So I was extremely excited to take what he had going on and bring it to San Diego State. And hopefully we can bring it to college campuses all around the United States.
Mm-hmm. Ted, how do you do that? How do you what's different in today's climate that these people need to learn about that was different than, say, in their fathers or grandfathers?
Well, I think everything's changing. I mean, everything's changing. It's a whole new generation. Things are moving faster. They're quicker. People are no longer working with corporations for extended periods of time. So our whole thing is how do you get them passionate? How do you get them to follow their dreams? And a lot of times there's fears, there's doubts and worries that are preventing that. So we really go in and we work with them internally to make the shifts with their belief systems so that they can have progress within their professional life.
I noticed the word fear is in the information that I was reading about this. That's something you have to overcome. That's going to be there, I would imagine, from the start.
Sure. All fear is an information system. So a lot of times what we carry around as fear is images that we got as fear when we were kids. Mm-hmm. So it might be an image of a scared child. So what we do is we help them tap into that information system, find out what it wants, because you can communicate with all types of information, even fear. Mm-hmm. Find out what it wants, mature it, potentialize it, and bring it into its confident, strong self. That's what we do.
You have some events coming up. We want to mention one of them is today, right? Okay. Just explain that and what's going to be
today. We have about 40 entrepreneurs coming in, flying in from different parts of the country, and it's all about how do we help them step into their passion. So we're going to be doing a lot of deep work with them. We're going to be helping them focus on their passion, their vision, and really step into that.
I think we have the information to put up on the screen as well when that is happening. When and where, and how do you get involved?
Today is at 9:30 to 5:30. We're doing it at the Trio building in downtown San Diego, and it's all weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, we were not able to get that information up, but they can go to KUSI.com to get more on that. There's also a second one coming up if they miss this weekend.
Well, we have a huge event November 20th with the youth. So 500 college students at San Diego State University. We're putting it on, and the whole idea there is to get them fired up, to really get them to start questioning these belief systems, to get them excited about the future. And since I'm 30, I want to be the conduit between them and passing on the wisdom from great leaders.
Sean, let me ask you that, because it can be overwhelming coming in as a young person to be faced with this economy, to be faced with trying to find a good job and be an entrepreneur. What would you suggest to other people that are right there on the border that want to do something?
People who are about to graduate?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Well, I would suggest to them to try and think creatively and try and really find their passion. Because without their passion, they're never going to truly achieve what they can. And I feel that no matter how hard they work, no matter what they're doing, unless it's something that they're really passionate about, they're almost doing themselves a disservice, because we see more and more that older generations, they're getting to that age where they're looking at their lives, they're looking at what they've done, and they're not happy with what they've done. They're like, you know, I should have followed my passion. I should have made better choices when I was younger. So we've got the opportunity to make them, or to help them find that now, so that later on, they don't have to go back and look at their life and be like, oh, I wish I would have done that.
It's not always about the almighty dollar to follow that, is it?
No, it's not.
You got to follow your passions. Yeah. Today's event, one more time, since we didn't get the information on the board. If they're interested, how much is the entrance fee? And
it's $299 to attend.
$299 to attend.
We have about 4 spots left.
Okay. And how do they get a hold of you to do this?
They can call us at 407-221-6252. We'll have somebody answer that call and take the reservation.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much for being
Thank
on.
you.
We appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.